Thanks for listening to the AZ Wildcats podcast. I am your host, Mike Luke. Now, we have a lot to get to this show, joined by Jason Scheer. I will have the shirt tomorrow. It was delivered to my parents, and I have not gotten over there to get it yet. Scheer, the shirt is here. Let's see how sexy it is in person.
It's nice. I got it in gray because that's what I wear. I wear gray.
Smelly, rainy Seattle shirts. Those things are going everywhere. Again, the great Erica L. Day might join us later. She has one as well. But again, very, very excited. I found the hat as well. Very, very happy about all of that. But Scheer, how does it feel, though? It looks good.
It's good. I like it. I'm very picky with my T-shirt material, so it's nice.
You will wear this out in public. This is correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. We will let you know if there's another batch coming this way, but we see Jacob Franklin behind the scenes as well, smirking. I got to hang out with Jacob for quite a while yesterday. One of the better days of Jacob's life, I believe.
What an honor for Jacob.
It really is. All right, we're going to talk a lot of Arizona basketball recruiting. We are going to go through names. We are going to go through projections, what people think or what we think of these. We got some football news. By the way, was the safety the guy that I told you about had committed, and you said there was a snag?
Yeah, he hasn't committed yet. I would expect that to be announced today. Probably.
All right. Yes, I need to put an Apple tag on the hat. I was very unhappy about the hat. The hat was in the guest room. Every time I've lost the hat twice now. This time it was behind the TV. I got a new TV for my guest room, and I somehow got behind the TV. Either way. All right, we are going to talk a lot of Arizona basketball recruiting, but why don't we start with Dame Sarr? It is Dame time, my friends. Dame time. Now, this is an international kid, obviously from overseas, very, very talented wing. Arizona he is a very, very nice backup option if Arizona is not able to get Will Riley, Jason Scheer.
Yeah, he's legit. There was a thought for a while that he actually wouldn't play American basketball. His coach is supposedly getting fired. He plays ball in Barcelona. He's legit. He's 3-and-D mostly, but he can probably do a little bit more. He's got good size. He's got good athleticism, above average shooter. I think he shot in the Eurobasket. He shot like 41% from three. I think I read. He's the real deal. You can't take him and Riley. It just doesn't work. And Riley's the priority. If Riley doesn't come to Arizona, Arizona's recruiting Sarr. And it kind of depends on how long it takes for him to decide and what he wants to do.
All right, now listen. I understand the concern. Tony Clifton, the great Tony Clifton. Oh no, another Euro. Not all Euros are the same. This is a different kind of Euro. This is somebody that could legitimately play in the MNBA here in a year or two. Sheer.
Yeah, this guy's an NBA pick.
An NBA pick or an NBA pick?
I can't believe you're trying to make MNBA a thing. Just look, like his range is different, and he almost reminds you of Adema Ball, but better, but because of his defensive ability. But yeah, he can absolutely fill it up. It wasn't known until like the last few weeks that he was going to play in America. Arizona's known about him for quite some time.
Yes, exactly. And again, this is what we do though at Arizona. We are it's a school that, you know what, you lose a 5-star that you didn't really necessarily need. You go right after a 5-star. Let me ask you this, Scheer. Where would you guys at 24? What is the MNBA? What is the Scheer? If you were, and again, I know you have no.
I have no idea. Let's go. We'll just say top 40, just to be safe.
Yeah, I think top 40 is good. Again, I don't like I don't like grading international players, but I do know that this one is a little bit different. You can just kind of tell. Again, he's on MNBA radar, so we got to look at that as well. Oh, Anthony Totri is in here as well. Hello, Anthony Totri. I gave Anthony Totri a nice text message yesterday, and guess what? He did not respond to me. I'm very mad at Anthony Totri about this. All right, but this would be a very nice get. We should know, though. Now, let's move on to Will Riley. Will Riley. That is obviously the priority here. Scheer, we got to get through this week. If we can get through this week, I think Arizona has got to like where they are. I am very nervous about this week, though. I do not like this week.
Calm down. Kentucky's really this week. I know Illinois feels really
Yeah, I
good.
don't care about Illinois.
I'll say this: if he goes to Illinois, they made up quite a bit of ground, and good for them. I think Arkansas is probably out at this point. Alabama has no scholarships; they would have to NIL a kid, and plus that means that there's just not a lot of playing time available. Kentucky's the school. He's on the visit. I think he's finishing up the visit today. That's the school where if you were to worry about him committing on a visit, that would be it. If he gets out of that without committing, I think Arizona is very, very much in that.
Now let's talk about his role at Arizona, because there's a lot of there's not a listen. A big thing, people on the board like to make fun of me, and a big part of this is because of you, Jason Scheer, because of you, about how I project everybody to play 28 minutes per game, and they all average 15 points per game. By the way, you are going to lose the KJ Lewis bet, as is everybody else on that board outside of me, Jason Scheer. But
I don't think he'll average 20, 10, 7, and shoot 80%.
No. That is not what I said. Not what I said. And by the way, you guys should watch Totri. He's a good dude. Obviously, you can root against ASU, but Totri's a good guy. We like Totri a lot on this show. But let's talk about Will Riley. Will Riley, to me, is kind of in that Carter Bryant mold where, you're probably, I don't believe that Will Riley is necessarily a one and done. I don't know that he is going to put up the numbers wherever he goes because, again, he's still kind of physically immature. But I do think that he's probably a 16 to 19 to 20 minute per game guy. Jason Scheer, what say you?
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. I mean, look, a lot of times you could classify, you want to be one and done. He may want to be one and done, but that hasn't been a vocal part of his recruitment. Like, he's not going to coaches and being like, I am a one and done. And the reality is, when you reclassify this late, how many schools are you starting at, right? Like, if you want to go to a good school, you're not starting. Like, he's not starting at Alabama. He's not, I mean, maybe Illinois, but doubtful. He's not starting at Arizona. He's not starting at Kentucky.
Right.
It's just, these rosters are close to complete right now.
I think we are at the stage with recruiting where I want to recruit 2-year guys. The days of the one and done, in my opinion, are a little bit overrated. We look at John Calipari. We're going to make fun of Calipari in a second, and I'm going to get your take on Calipari and tell me if I'm wrong or if your board is wrong, which one it is. But I want 2 and dones. This is where I'm at right now. I don't want the top 3 or 4 or 5 kids. I don't want the uber elite players like the Cody Williams of the world, Jason Scheer. I want players like KJ Lewis, Carter Bryant, Will Riley, if he's a 2-year. 2 years to me are the perfect. That's the new 1 year, one and done to me. 2 years.
Here's the thing, too, because like if you're one and done in this age, you better be real damn good, because the reality is that now you're playing against grown men.
Right.
Like, we've talked about this before. Like, Caleb Love is a grown man. Right. He's going to probably be better than 100% of freshman guards. Right. It's just the way it is. Cody Williams, you love Cody Williams, right? But at the end of the day, he wasn't strong enough a lot of times. And he, you're competing against grown men. Right. And so, it's a situation where if you could get a 2-year player, you go and do it. If you could get a one and done, you can't rely on them to go out and be Kevin Durant or Carmelo Anthony. Like, you gotta, you gotta kind of put them in.
At the end of the day, you can't rely on them to be a Cody Williams where they're going to come into college for a year, be a one and done top 10 pick, and then go off to college or go off to the NBA. That's not what we want, Scheer. This is correct.
Yeah, we don't want it. We want good players that'll stay and make an impact.
All right. Now, there we go. There is our timestamp. By the way, I keep getting Will Riley confused with the QB in smelly, rainy Seattle. Yeah. What? Will Rogers.
Will Rogers. Yeah.
Yes. Will Rogers sucks, by the way.
Yeah, that's a weird fit. I don't think that's going to work.
I do not understand that. By the way, Scheer, as the kids say, floss the shirt again. Let's see it. Let's see it. Look at this. Look at this. This could have been yours. Smelly, rainy Seattle. That looks good.
It's comfortable. It's nice.
That looks very good. No, the reason there is no MNFL is because there's no women's national football.
There is. There's the lingerie league.
Ooh. MNBA. Like I said.
Erica, would you play in the lingerie league if you were sponsored by PHNX?
This is very, very interesting. The MNFL, MNBA, very, very good. Now, Erica will be joining us in a little bit, so we will talk with the great Erica D about this. Now, let's talk about some other players. I want to talk about statistical expectations, things like this. Okay, now, let's talk about Tunde Yesufu. Tunde has his visit scheduled. It's about time, Tunde, to get to the U of A. I don't believe. Listen, I'm not big on Tunde's long-term potential as far as an NBA guy. But in college, he should be able to contribute. He should be able to contribute right away. Keep in mind with this year, Arizona is going to be losing a litany of players, some with girth, big physical players, where your KJ Lewis's, your Caleb Loves, players like that. You're going to need some instant impact contributors. I say that Tunde Yesufu could be one of those.
Yeah, I like Tunde for college. I'm not going to pretend like he's an NBA prospect. I don't really think he is, but I don't care. I'm one of the few people I don't care if he's an NBA prospect. I care how well he plays at Arizona. He's improved his shooting and scoring a lot. Just won, I think, MVP of the All-Star game at Pangos, has played well in EYBL. We're going to see him at Section 7.
Oh, very excited for Section 7.
I am, but there's a little bit of a twist this year. I'll tell you in a minute. But Tunde is a guy where, he is, if his shooting improves, he's really good.
Right. Yeah. Now,
the twist is, Mike, the USA camp is going on at the same time, or it starts a week before. So if guys make the team, they won't be there. So Koa Pete, he's not going to be at Section 7.
Oh, that stinks. We're going to talk about Koa Pete here in a
second. Brandon McCoy won't be at Section 7. Cam Holmes might not be there. I think Elijah Williams is still. These guys are trying out. So if they get cut, they'll be there.
Ryan Neal, we are going to get to your 3 QB question, but on this show, we never deviate from the outline. We stay focused on the point and the we never go off, and that is exactly what it is. Fly Cole, that was mean. Be nice. Now, first of all, Scheer, can I hang out with you then up at Section 7 in 2 weeks?
Yeah, but we need to check in with our guy to make sure he's going.
Oh, Bruce?
Yeah, we need to get that.
Hey, message Bruce right now while I'm get that group check on. But while
I don't know if I have his number saved.
What's that?
I don't know if I have Bruce's.
You
number
don't have
saved.
Bruce's number saved?
I don't think so.
I'll do it right now. This is great live. Hold on, Brucing the A. Hold on, Bruce. Yeah. Scheer, Bruce, you're going to Section 7, correct? Watch this. Hold on just a second, Bruce. You're going to Section 7. There we go. All right. Okay. And I sent an exclamation point in it as well. Okay.
Also, Mike, big news on the Scheer front. I got an email today. I am a part of the voting Big 12 media for football.
No way.
Yep. No. My preseason poll and my preseason teams are due on June 11th.
Hey, are you going to pick Arizona to win it all?
Probably not.
Why?
I'm kind of leaning towards Kansas State.
Go Kansas State. Oh, you're such a weenie. Don't do Kansas State.
Mike, I got to be unbiased with it. With this stuff, I have to be. Yeah, I am not as high in Utah as others, though. I'll say that.
That's not back in the A. Why? What's the case for Kansas State over Arizona? They got a first-year QB that played one guy. He played
they
one.
Returned most of their teams. They're good.
That is not all right. By the way, Joseph says, weird how everyone slanders Dion. Here's my problem with Dion. Again, I get that he's bringing players in. I understand all that. Go ahead.
They're two totally different things.
Right. Yes, he brings people in. But at the same point, though, the thing with his son is a real putz move. The son basically incapacitated a security guard. And then Dion, who's always talking about, responsibility and stuff, just has his kids claim bankruptcy. Not cool.
Did you see you got to watch the deposition tapes. I got to find them for you. He basically says, him and his son didn't talk for a while.
Because of that?
One of the reasons, they weren't on good terms at the time. And so Dion basically says, he's an embarrassment to me, in the deposition.
All right. Well, I mean, seriously, the thing with Dion, I don't get, but whatever. I think Dion's character is highly overrated when it comes to this. But again, he sells seats, he brings people in. I get all of that. We will watch. I don't think that Colorado's going to be very good this year, by the way. What say you, Scheer?
Yeah, I agree.
Are you going to pick Colorado ahead of Arizona?
No, I think Arizona is my top 3 is top 4 is fluid.
Yes.
I got to sit down and look. I'm going to actually put work into this one because I have to. The Pac-12, I can do that top of my head. Boom, done. I knew that Big 12, I got to sit down and do some work because also the way the Pac-12 did it, forget teams like players, they would have drop-down menus of all the best players. The Big 12 just sends you a blank sheet. Like, I got to really work on this thing.
You know what I like about, here's my favorite thing about Bruce. Bruce watches no college basketball, but he would spend 5 hours on his poll. That sounds terrible. Bruce,
I'll spend about an hour on this, I think.
Yeah, but you're actually watching college football. Bruce,
yeah, but I'll spend an hour on this because I got to look up players and stuff. Right now, my top 4 is some combination of Arizona, Kansas State, Kansas, and Utah.
What about Oklahoma State?
They're being picked low, and I don't know why. I don't
know why either. They got the best running back room in the conference.
Yeah. I gotta sit down and research. I'll make it public on the show.
Right.
When I get it done.
That is called a tease. That is a very enticing tease, my friend. We'll see if Bruce responds. By the way, here's a question. So we have a couple listeners on the show. I don't want to hear about Bruce's poll. I agree.
That's a whole show. We could dedicate a whole show to that.
Exactly. Especially when Bruce is coming live from that basement dungeon. We should get Bruce on Friday. What do you say for a few minutes?
Yeah, I mean, if we can get Bruce coming on live and just talking about the poll that he's doing, I think we'll be fine.
I am very much looking forward to hanging out with Bruce. I have not seen Bruce.
Some random dude's going to walk in. Bruce is going to be like, did you know his father played for the 1978? You and going to be like, what?
Bruce is a treasure. All right. You know what else is a treasure? Circle K. All right. There is a good friend of ours, Prim, who is a very good follow on Twitter. Prim was one of the first people on the front lines against Carlos. He also is in, where's Montego Bay? Haiti? Not Haiti, Haiti. Going to vacation in Haiti.
Jamaica, dude.
Jamaica. Yeah, he is in Jamaica. Look, guess what I looked up? Yeah, Haiti. There are 3 Circle Ks in Jamaica. I told him to go to one of those, and I don't know that he's going to or not, but if he does, he will be a king, as that would be absolutely fantastic. Go there, though. But he also would be part of the Inner Circle. Join the Inner Circle for free by downloading the Circle K app. Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details. Hey, is there a Circle K in Haiti?
I'll look it up right now. I don't see how.
I would be, but if somebody can make it happen, it'd be Circle K.
I don't see. Wait.
Oh,
no, but Circle K raised money for Haiti.
All right.
So same thing.
That doesn't surprise me. Again, Circle K for the people, by the people. Jacob Franklin. We're bringing Jacob Franklin in real quick. Watch this. We are adding Jacob Franklin to the stage. Watch this. Watch me do this. Watch this. Jacob Franklin.
Why?
Jacob Franklin.
Why am I on the stream right now?
I got one of those. I was in the office yesterday, and Jacob Franklin, the great Jacob Franklin, got one of those beef sticks from Circle K. Very, very good. Guess what I then did? I got one as well, and it sufficed me the whole way back to Tucson. Jacob Franklin, I'm going to start getting more of those. We thank you very much. That is a salute emoji. All right. On that note, Jacob Franklin, you're dismissed. Oh, all right. Just wanted to do that. All right. Now, Jacob Franklin might get sacrificed today. All right. Now, but either way, Circle K, check it out. So there's no Circle Ks in Haiti. But there are Circle Ks in Jamaica. Three Circle Ks. All right. Now let's get to some other players. Xavion Staton. Jacob Franklin and I talked about him in the office yesterday. Jacob Franklin is very confused about why it isn't Stanton. I thought it was Stanton for the longest time too, but Jacob Franklin is smarter than me, and he was the one that edited it all out and made me look better than I should. I like this kid, though. Another 2-year player, Scheer. I want one shot blocker in every class. That's where I'm at. I want a shot blocker in every single class. You got that in Emmanuel Steven this year. I want something like this coming in. Again, I very much like this kid.
Yeah, he's going to schedule the official visit. I know a date got reported. It's not finalized yet, but he's going to work that out and take an official visit. Right now, it's probably between Arizona and UNLV. His high school is like 10 minutes away from UNLV, so there's a lot of people around him telling him to stay local and all that. But Arizona's definitely in it. But he's also the type of kid, it wouldn't surprise me at all if he blows up this summer and all of a sudden has a bunch more offers. But Arizona's on him pretty aggressively, so he's a guy.
Priority recruit, as the kids say.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I do like, but again, I like kids like this. This also strikes me as somebody that is a multi-year player. I think when it's all said and done, Scheer, he's going to be I think he's a top 20 prospect.
I mean, we have him at 21.
Okay. So but again, you have no saying in the ratings unless it makes you look good.
Yeah, but 21's pretty good.
I think 21's good. I think, by the way, let's talk 2025 for a second, but we agree probably a 2-year prospect.
Yeah. I mean, you never know with guys with his athleticism and all that, but I would assume, yeah.
2025 could really be a monster recruiting class, Scheer. I mean, look at it. You could possibly have Staton. You could have Brayden Burries, who we're going to get to in a second. You could have Tunde. Nice little domestic recruiting.
Look at you. Look at you. No. You're so happy about domestic recruiting.
I love domestic recruiting. Exactly. I support local. How about that?
A little racist, but I get it.
Racist?
I'm just kidding.
How can I say that I'm supporting a guy named Xavion Staton and it's racist?
I'm just kidding. I got a text about Chase Budinger.
Yeah. What about him?
You know, he qualified for the Olympics and beat volleyball. He's already, and people are asking if he's going to make the Ring of Honor. Nate wants everyone to know to stop asking us that question because he's already in the Ring of Honor.
All right, good. By the way, Chase Budinger is the epitome to me of why jumping does not necessarily matter when it comes to athleticism. All these people keep talking about how he was like one of the greatest athletes here. No, he wasn't. He could jump high. He was super soft and he couldn't move laterally. Period. Point blank.
Yeah, I mean
he was good.
He's good. He's athletic. It's just a different kind of athlete. There's different kinds of athlete. I don't think people realize that. Like there's the athlete when we say athletic, it's not just how high you could jump. It's can you move, left to right?
Move laterally. Like TJ McConnell is a good athlete.
Yeah, like people think TJ because he's white isn't a good athlete, but like he is. He's a good athlete. Like there's guys that, and then you look at guys like Aaron Gordon. Those are freak athletes. Those can jump high. Those can make ridiculous plays. All that.
KJ Lewis, perhaps Jason Scheer.
I don't know if KJ's on that Aaron Gordon level, but he's athletic. Who was it where you said they were athletic and someone disagreed with you and it started like a war on the message?
No, it was KJ. I put on KJ Lewis. I said he's an A+ athlete, and then the guy started saying, "Well, no, Derrick Rose is an A+ athlete." Or Michael
yes, that's what it was. You're like, what? Derrick Rose? That was your example?
I don't know who that was. I think it was either AZ Fanatic, and all these guys are very cool. So it was either AZ Fanatic, it might have been Arizona Net, or AZ somebody else, but it was somebody on there that kept trying to like post pictures of like John Wall. And it's like, yes, these are like top 5 athletes of all time, top stuff. I'm not saying that. By the way, great point, Dennis Walsh. Michael Dickerson absolutely deserves to be in the Ring of Honor. Dick Talisker, great name. Dick Talisker with the Richard Nixon picture. Budinger was Charmin. Was he triple ply though?
You gotta. Have you tried out the triple play?
Yeah, I have. I called Erica all day when I was driving up to Phoenix yesterday. I'm gonna let her borrow a little bit. It's pretty cool.
Mike told me that he would give me. This is true. He would give me a triple ply. We could exchange rolls, and then he said that he wouldn't give up a whole roll. He would give me a couple tears.
Yes, no, I'm not going to give you a full roll on that one. You kidding me? By the way, Scheer got to see my full eating endeavors in the flesh last year when we were up at Section 7, which we will get back to in a second. Scheer, you said you've never seen somebody eat so much crappy food in a short amount of time.
It was insane. Like, I'm obviously bigger than you, and like I don't think I ate a quarter of what you ate that day. And I tried to keep up, and then I look at you and I'm like, I can't eat this, dude.
Yeah, no, seriously. And then I went down to get more. I went down to get a drumstick. I'm a big fan of drumsticks. Are we staying at the same place, by the way?
I doubt it.
Oh, all right. Well, you got to let me know. Am I going to stay with you so I can save?
No, I already booked my room. I got 1 king bed. Dude, a lot of the hotels are booked or like super expensive. I'm staying in Avondale.
Avondale? Well, why can't I just get a 2-bed? I'll stay there. I'll stay there as well.
I don't want you to stay with me again.
Why?
I'm just kidding. Shelby's coming up here with the kids.
Shelby really come? Well, then I'll make her stay somewhere else then. It's a shame Mike Luke found his hat. Ice cream or chicken? Oh, ice cream. Come on, dude.
Ice cream. Come on. Well, he washes it down with ice cream.
Yes, exactly. That is how I do it now. All right. Who is Jesus H? I don't know that. Do we know Jesus?
Is that a recruit?
We don't know Jesus's middle name, do we?
That's a good question. I'm Jewish. I don't know.
I mean, well,
Yeah.
Jesus was a Jew as well.
We're not doing this.
He was.
What does the H stand for in Jesus H Christ?
No,
It's Hank. It says Hank.
Hank?
I'm kidding.
Oh, like Henry is like in there. Harlan. See, that was just. Oh, okay. Dick Talisker, I think. Dick Talisker, we need you in here more often, not less often. You're keeping us up to date here. But either way, all right, good stuff. Now let's get back to some other things. Basketball recruiting. Brayden Burries. Jason Scheer was not a fan of Brayden Burries' body type at this point last year.
That's not true. I watched Brayden Burries way before you. I've been watching Brayden for 3 years. I went to see him. I think it was before Tommy. Yeah, and I went to see him randomly. He was good. He could score. He could always score.
I could have sworn you said you didn't like his body type.
No. I've always liked Burries.
Oh, Hector is the middle name. Very, very funny. Our people.
He's good. He can score. He's a little older, which is normally a concern, but not really with him. UCLA, Arizona, it could go national.
Yeah, I think he's going to go national. That's the problem. I think he can go anywhere he wants.
Probably. When it's all said and done this summer, he can.
I also believe he's a one and done.
Yeah, especially because of his age. He's probably a one and done.
I believe he's a one and done. Unlike some of these other guys, I do believe he's a one and done. I do think that he would slide in very nicely at Arizona. Another one we're talking about, like with Caleb Love and with KJ Lewis, moving on to the NBA, moving on to the MNBA, top 15 pick KJ Lewis. Jason Scheer and the board is slapping me down for this. They will be proven wrong on this one.
15?
Top 15 pick KJ Lewis.
I don't even know what the NBA mock draft looks like for 2000. When is the draft?
Like June 27th, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't even know what the 2025 draft looks like. What is it? Cooper, number 1 pick, right?
Yeah, Cooper's going to be the number 1 pick. And I'm sure like 5 guys from like France.
Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, the kid from Baylor.
Like 2 Rutgers guys are going to be top 5.
Yeah, that's who they are. Ace Bailey and yeah.
Kobe Thiel, Bear Down Zona. Now
there is a French guy, by the way. That's supposed to be nasty.
Oh, I'm sure there's like 5 French
Nolan
guys.
Traore.
Wait a second. Did you say the NBA draft or the MNBA draft?
I'm sorry, the NBA draft. I refuse. I won't do it.
You won't do it even as a joke?
I refuse.
All right, fair enough.
It's disrespectful to Erica.
No, it's not disrespectful to Erica. Erica's going to hop in at about 11:10 for a few minutes, so we're going to talk about a big controversy where Erica says that I am wrong, and she's going to.
I watched a video about this. Also, no one pays attention to this. I'm kind of getting on the other side a little bit.
How?
Like Angel Reese was taken out in a game earlier this season, and no one said anything.
But did her teammates come to her?
Not really. Like she was annihilated in a game earlier this season. Brielle reminded me.
Interesting.
Right, Erica? Who's the one that just completely took out?
We'll get into this talk at the end of the show. These are called teases. Jesse John. Oh, man, I will be more unbearable than ever. If he's a top 10 pick, I will absolutely be unbearable.
Top 10 pick. KJ Lewis. Look, I love KJ Lewis. Okay.
You've been wrong on KJ Lewis. Let's be honest
top
here.
Top 10. Mike, come on. What are we doing here? Top
Scheer,
10?
You guys had him rated at like 98.
Mike, top 10.
Scheer, 98.
I don't do the ratings.
You said you thought 10? It was about right.
No, I said top 30.
No, after the freshman season, you thought that
no.
No.
I will always defend my people at 24/7.
Oh, so you're pulling the thing about how you can't publicly criticize anybody that you work with.
I'm a businessman. I don't publicly criticize you, and that's very easy to do, but I don't do it, do I?
You publicly criticize me all the time.
That's not true.
That is very true. You know what? Something, though, that we can agree would never be criticized? Shady Rays. Now,
yes.
I see Eric Ruby down here. The great Eric Ruby has joined. Jacob Franklin said he had enough of us. So Eric Ruby has joined the chat as well. I can imagine just seeing somebody as cool as Eric Ruby. I guarantee you that he wears Shady Rays. And I can also tell you that Erica L. Day is a big fan of Eric Ruby as well. Another person that probably once had a shady, well, probably somebody that had Shady Rays. Totri likes Shady Rays. Scheer, have you ever worn Shady Rays?
I haven't, but I need him. It's very sunny outside.
All right. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays giving out their best deal of season. Head on over to shadyrays.com and use code PHNX for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try it for yourself. The shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. All right. Now let's get to some other people. Koa Pete. All right. I am not heard something I didn't necessarily like. There's a real chance that Koa Pete can go to ASU.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, the money, the location.
You
I'd be a little surprised.
For free. It's the Tabella situation again.
Yeah, I'd be a little surprised, but anything's possible.
Do you think it's more likely he ends up at Arizona or ASU?
Arizona.
I like it. All right, we're back in the A then. I like that. He's also a one and done. I am curious, though, about him. Ryan Neal. Koa can lead ASU to a 4th place finish in the Big 12. Very, very funny. He's a one and done, but you're not as big on his NBA potential as others have been, Jason Scheer. You sat next to me at this time last year telling me that exact thing.
Yeah, no, I haven't changed from that. I don't think he's a superstar. You are what you guard. So what does Koa Pete guard? Like, he's a 4, right? But he's not tall.
Right.
Like, he's
what do you think he legit is? 6'7"?
We have tell me about this comparison, because we do the comparison things, and Brandon Jenkins, one of our national guys, compare.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't think
that's bad. That's kind of what he is. Like, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not going to dominate a game. He's not going to be an NBA superstar, but he'll have a nice career.
I'll put it to you like this, though. I think that he in college, I think he will have a bigger impact than PJ Washington did as a freshman. I can see Koa being 16-8, 15-7, something like that, just because he's ready to come in and he's explosive. But I like PJ Washington as a pro comparison. I think that's a good one, Scheer.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad at all. I like Koa. It's going to be, I mean, PJ averaged 13 and 6 and 2 in college.
Did he? I always think of those Kentucky guys. They averaged like 8 and 4, like every single one.
Look it up. 13, 6 and 2 and shot 52%. That's pretty good.
Where was he picked?
I don't remember.
In the NBA draft.
You're really, it's not going to happen. I refuse. He was picked with the 12th pick.
All right. Fair enough. I like that. I was going to say, you clearly did not come up with that. Yes, Kobe Thiel, your guy, Kobe Thiel, who is basically running the Arizona baseball boards. By the way, Scheer, Kobe Thiel asked for an apology from me for the My Bad Chip thing. And I said, I will only give it to Scheer, because here's the problem with Kobe. And we like Kobe a great deal. And big antlers, be nice to him, buzz off with all that stuff. But Kobe was wrong on every single thing except the My Bad Chip stuff. He was wrong on who the starters were going to be, hosting, all of that. Kobe, you get partial credit. Scheer, you get full credit.
Yeah, I agree. You got to, I mean, if you're going to get your apology, you got to get everything right. You got to clean up the situation. I stayed focused. My policy was very open.
Kobe, you were all over the place. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. Yes, exactly. No. All right, Kate Harrop. You need to be watching the show more. We were telling you for probably 10 weeks that Josan Saint-On was not coming to the U of A, and I still think Saint-On's good. I'm not one of these people that doesn't think
he's good. Of course he's good.
Yeah, so again, nice try. Mike Brown, Elijah Brown. Is that who we're talking? Is that who you want to know about? Elijah
No,
Brown?
Michael Brown is a point guard that's really, really good. Arizona's trying to get involved with him. I don't think it happens, but they're trying. He's probably the best guard in the country.
Well, I was going to say, I know who that is. I thought it was Mike with an exclamation point, Brown. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, sorry. All right. So then Cam Holmes, I believe Cam Holmes is a 2-year player. Very, very much like Cam Holmes. I would love to get Cam Holmes in here. We tried interviewing Cam Holmes this time last summer. He said UCLA was his favorite school. Hopefully he has watched a little bit of Mick Cronin.
Yeah, I want to see him this summer, but if he makes that team, he's also trying out. I won't be able to, but really nice kid. Family handles everything the right way. Obviously, brother Duran, so they know how to handle everything. But Arizona is right in there. I don't know if there's a school doing better than Arizona right now.
Duran Holmes probably going to be a first-round pick.
Yeah,
he's showing up in all the MNBA mocks.
Yeah, this draft sucks, but yeah.
Yes. Chip must be a big Hep C fan. Yeah, who is not a big Hep C fan? And then Elijah Arenas, always got to bring him up. He's a one and done. Wherever he goes, going to be a one and done. I have no clue where he's going to go.
He's been hurt this spring, so he actually has not been playing this spring. He's another guy at that USA thing. I don't know if he's going to participate. Very talented. From what I understand, he is very talented. Arizona has seen him multiple times.
All right. Now, let's get to some Arizona football here in a second. We got a couple commits to talk about, and then the great Erica L. Day will be joining us. But first, Scheer, Desert Financial Credit Union.
Yes.
Erica L. Day drives up to Phoenix all the time. Erica L. Day is now making more money. Erica L. Day is also looking for a place where she's been looking for community. When I first met Erica, she said she was looking for a credit union that was about community. And
Yes.
I told her that it was the Desert Financial Credit Union, as I should have. You agree with this, Scheer?
Yeah. I mean, community, Desert Financial, they basically the same thing.
And you can get $200 back. That is probably the best part about this. And Erica L. Day spent that all on probably, what do you think Erica spends her money on? Fresh tip nails?
Yeah, probably nails, music, books. A lot of books.
Stuff like that. All right. But either way, be like Erica L. Day. And when you open a free checking account online, get $200 in bonuses. Get started by visiting desertfinancial.com/202day. All right. Arizona football. We got some commitments to talk about. And, well, one hasn't gone public yet, but I have no problem talking about it because I broke this to Scheer. Scheer then tried to tell me that it was not, that there was a snag. There is no snag.
There was a snag. Just so everyone knows, by the way, before we move on, since we brought up transfers, they are currently announcing, throughout the entire day, all the transfers because they have taken class. They are official. They are locked in. So if you notice the Arizona football account, I would expect 20 some odd announcements today.
All right. Yes, exactly. And I'm getting many of these announcements. Erica L. Day, we'll let you in a second. But let's talk. Can we talk Owen Goss?
Well, now we can.
We
can.
Just
ruined it for the poor kid.
Yeah. But very, very good player out of Colgate, an all-conference performer. I told Scheer about this. Scheer found out. Scheer said there was a snag. There is no snag. My only concern is this, Scheer. Are they going to put Genesis Smith in it? Are they going to put him closer to the line then and maybe get this kid in there? What are you going to do exactly? Because the linebacker has still not been addressed. And at safety, you are already loaded. You just added another very good safety.
From what I understand about Goss, who has yet to sign his papers, that's why it hasn't been announced. So Mike, I'm very mad at Mike right now. He should sign him today, though. From what I understand, he played multiple, he played strong safety free. He played nickel a little bit. He played all over the place. So they're adding him and then kind of figuring it out. So it's not a guarantee which position in the secondary he's going to play. They like him quite a bit. He was the captain. He was a Patriot League first teamer, really good special teams guy. They believe that he will have a role at the very least special teams, but they think he'll have a role beyond that. They just kind of want to finalize the roster and go from there. They're still trying to add a corner and a linebacker. That's not out of the question yet.
Do you think that at some point then that we're just going to go with something where we're just going to kind of move linebacker or safeties closer to the line because you got to be able to have these guys on the field and there really isn't.
Well, I just think we're going to see more. That's what the dollar package is, right? I think Arizona's going to play quite a bit of dollar this season.
All right. Now, Arizona, a lot of people asking earlier in the chat, why is Arizona adding a ton of quarterbacks? Because you've got one quarterback on the roster that they feel good about. And that I don't understand why. They were always going to bring in two quarterbacks. You just got Luke Hauga out of.
Here's the situation. This is very simple, right? Right now on the roster, you have Noah Fafita, Cole Tenenbaum, Brayden Dorman, and now Adam DeMonte from NAU. Tenenbaum, great kid, great practice quarterback. You don't want him playing in a game. Brayden Dorman, great kid. He has not proven that if Noah gets hurt, he can be that guy. So they bring in DeMonte and they say, okay, maybe you could be that guy, right? That's this season. The season after, you got to assume that if Dorman doesn't play or doesn't look like he's going to play, he transfers, right?
Right.
So then you're down to whatever, right? Noah from there is 1 year away from leaving probably, right? Now, after this season, he'd
Noah's
be
got
another
3 years
season.
left, dude.
We'll see. But
You think Noah's going to go pro?
no, but I think you never know, right? He could go pro. He could transfer once T-Mac leaves. Like there's such, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
And then so you don't want a freshman quarterback, true freshman quarterback. So you bring in guys, and if Dorman's not good enough, if DeMonte happens to not be good enough, then what do you have?
Right.
So you bring in two. I thought that was an easy choice. I said from the get-go, you bring in 2 quarterbacks in the 25 class.
Exactly.
I don't understand the controversy at all.
You bring in, you already got Robert McDaniel. You bring in Luke Hauga as well. Hauga's an interesting one because he's not very highly rated, but he has a very, very strong arm. There's a lot to work with there. You guys do not have him highly rated, Scheer.
I mean, we have him as the best quarterback in the state.
You got him as like the 66th best quarterback in the country.
He's good. I like him. The problem is also I think he sat out quite a bit last year.
Right. So
because of the transfer. We have him as the 63rd best quarterback in the country.
What did I just say?
I don't know.
All right. Now
that's pretty good. That's not that bad. That's really not that bad. When you look at the guys ahead of him, like 63 isn't awful. I know that sounds silly, but like Utah's commit is 60th. Kansas State is 59th. Like it's not, there's a lot of quarterbacks in the country here.
All right. All right. Now let's let the great Erica L. Day in here as well. We're letting people out of the asylum and into the hello, Erica L. Day. You muted yourself.
You muted yourself. Oh my gosh. Jeez.
She's been complaining this whole time that she couldn't get in and she wasn't even ready. Erica, you're
muted.
Still
muted. She's still muted. Now she's going to throw her computer.
Hello?
Oh, there we go.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Great.
What are we going to do with you? You complained the whole time you didn't get in and you weren't even ready.
I was doing my Mercury breakdown for Jacob Franklin. You know, he asked me to do it in the chat. I'm abiding by his request.
Are you doing Merc Talk today?
I surely am. Today at 6 o'clock. You guys better be there or be square.
I thought it was Thursdays you do Merc stuff.
Listen, Mike, the schedule changes as it's fluid. Okay. It's fluid.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, Erica L. Day, you are going to, you disagree with me vehemently about the, what's going on with Caitlin Clark. This is true, Erica L. Day. Why am I wrong? I think she's being targeted for a multitude of reasons because she's different than a lot of the players of the WNBA. What say you?
Listen, before Mike puts his whole foot in his mouth, I didn't say that he's wrong. I just said that there's more to the story than what Mike is alluding to. Yes, okay, Caitlin is struggling, and unfortunately, part of that is the physicality of the league. Like, that is just plain simple. The girl has not worked out, like put on muscle mass since last August. That was her last off time. So, like, she hasn't had any time to train to be a WNBA style of athlete. And there is a difference between a collegiate level athlete and a WNBA level athlete. There is a difference, period, end of story. And Caitlin is struggling with the physicality, and period, point blank, when you're chirping up and down the court as much as Caitlin has been doing, and there is no denying that she has been chirping, you're kind of asking for the veterans to have some chirping to say back to you.
My question is this, because you then sent a picture of, and Scheer, you can hop in here as well.
Candace
Parker, where she was getting pushed around and stuff. But Candace Parker's whole team came and they pretended to get into a fake fight. This did not happen with, there was no pretend fake fight. Everybody was just watching. And then Angel Reese was getting up and like doing the Florida State tomahawk thing. Go ahead.
You know, that's one way to put it, Mike. That really is one way to put it. But it's where you're wrong. Did you watch the whole game, or did you just watch the clip that was on Twitter?
I just watched the clip because it helped.
Mike and I watched the game together. We watch WNBA games all the time.
I know you don't, and that's okay. But and listen, this is why I said that you're not wrong. Everyone is correct about Caitlin being the
You
draw.
can tell me I'm wrong.
Now, correct? I don't want to tell you you're wrong because
you're never wrong, Mike. She knows better.
I'm not saying that. Hold the phone. That's not correct.
Blushing.
But no, but now you guys have made me lose my train of thought here. Oh, but when Caitlin's successful, everyone's successful. I want Caitlin to be successful. I want Caitlin to have a stellar rookie season because, again, when she's good, everyone's good. And when she's getting paid, everyone's going to get paid. And that's just the reality. But the veterans are also correct in however they're feeling. Something my mom always told me when I was a kid is you're always valid for how you're feeling. You're not valid for how you're acting. So you guys are correct and you're wrong in that they are jealous, but that's okay for them to be, because they have worked their entire lives to be professional athletes. And now one girl, small girl, is coming in and getting everything that they've been asking for God knows how long.
But
it is fair for them to be jealous.
But it's the only league this happens in. Where they're just so like it's catty. Like, a new person comes in. We need to attack. They did it with Angel too. I get that. They did it with Angel earlier in the season. They've done it with Candace Parker. I go back to my theory, Erica. I don't know if you heard of that. The older players resent the younger players in the WNBA.
Well, the style is changing, and so I guess it's not that you're wrong, but it's just I think resentment is just a bad word for it. And I guess who am I to come up with a better word? But I just struggle to pin all of these veterans into one box because I just don't think that's the case. If you guys didn't hear, Cameron Brink just gave an interview yesterday about how like Diana Taurasi during the Sparks visited Phoenix over the weekend, and Diana Taurasi pulled Cam aside and basically was like, look, you're going to be dealing with this shit for the next 20 years. Like, get used to it. Like, Diana, just because you heard one negative thing out of a veteran's mouth doesn't mean everything out of their mouth toward these rookies has been negative. And I think it's important to realize that you're only seeing part of the story on Twitter and SportsCenter.
Here's where I'm confused. And again, I'm probably going to, I think I speak for Scheer as well. That person like me and Scheer, not the person like Erica L. Day, who is far more cultured, far smarter than Scheer and I are. But we've never watched WNBA. We've never watched women's basketball. Just that, and again, 90% of the people are out there. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's wrong. Caitlin Clark brought views for whatever reason it is. And it's not like Sabrina Ionescu. Somebody keeps tweeting at me on that. No, I never tuned in to watch Sabrina Ionescu. And 95% of these people didn't either as well. This woman is bringing you money. Why are these what is her name?
Because again,
Kennedy.
there's
It's
context.
Kennedy spelled Kennedy.
Why is Kennedy or whatever? Go ahead.
Because again, there's context. On the play prior to that, Caitlin threw an elbow and then called Kennedy a B word the whole way up the court. When you're doing that to a girl that is 50 pounds heavier than you and has been in the league longer than you, I hate to say it, but you're asking for it.
Did she do that?
Yes.
Can you send me this pic? Can you send? I believe you, but can you send me this?
I will.
I will say Caitlin talks a lot of crap.
Especially for a rookie. Like, listen, everyone understands why Diana talks crap, and it's because she's been in the league for 20 years. These refs know her. Like, everyone knows that girl. But Caitlin is brand new and acting like everyone should be worshiping the ground that she walks on. And again,
well, they should.
That the veterans shouldn't be very thankful for what they are getting because of her. But it's a double-edged sword where, yeah, like she also needs to know her place, and her place shouldn't be to whine at the refs in literally every play that she happens to be on the floor for.
By the way, Mike Lowry, our good friend Mike Lowry, says he now uses the term MNBA full-time now, by the way. Good. He says if they're going to force the WNBA on us, then we have to face some consequences for that.
How do we do college basketball then? Do we switch that around?
No.
MNWA?
No, it's only referred to as women's basketball. So
do you think, now let me ask you this, what percentage of people in WNBA circles do refer to it as the MNBA?
I would say in a serious manner, 25%. In an unserious manner, approximately 75% of us.
25% of them refer to it seriously as the MNBA?
It's hilarious. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's very funny to me, and I cannot stop.
Look at Iron Matt Luke, by the way. I asked him the question, are Erica and Kobe still silent? I'm
not silent. I'm in here right now.
This is a very, very good point.
Oh,
very, very good point. Now,
all of a sudden.
Before we move on to some other stuff with Erica L. Day, Illegal Pete's. Here's the deal. Erica, you strike me as one of the cool kids. This is true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very cool.
Duh.
Where do the cool kids hang out on University?
Illegal Pete's.
Correct. You, I'm sure, have hung out with your good friends at Illegal Pete's. This is true.
I was actually just at Illegal Pete's last weekend.
Right. By the way,
Having a
Bob, we like
blast.
Bob. Boog. But here's the deal. Why don't you take a picture and send it to me? If you're a little Illegal
I'm
Pete's,
busy. You're busy. I'm busy. Everyone's busy.
all right. Illegal Pete's is your go-to spot, though. You got their legendary soundtrack deal. Bring in your ticket stub for any ticketed event and get a beer, draft beer, or house margarita for a penny. Illegal Pete's wants to celebrate with you, whether it's a pregame or postgame party. They've got you covered for all your game day needs. Must purchase an adult entree to redeem Illegal Pete's soundcheck deal. Illegal Pete's, your go-to spot for burritos, buddies, and beer, and Erica L. Day. Now, let's get back to all right. So Scheer. With the let me ask you guys this. With the WNBA, is this sustainable? Is this I actually think this is good. Every time I go to Vasa Fitness now, I see people talking on the talking heads about the WNBA. This is actually good.
It's great for the sport. The WNBA is getting more attention than it ever has. I'm sure Erica agrees, someone should punch Caitlin Clark in the face in tomorrow's game.
Right.
It'll lead off every broadcast.
I do not agree, but it would be the talk of the town.
It would be on CNN. Everyone would tune in.
Now,
yeah. No,
Daniel,
it's good. Look, the reality is for the WNBA, there's no bad publicity. They just need publicity, and so this is good for the league.
and that's why that great Erica L. Day is doing what she's doing. Daniel, I totally agree. We talked men's sports for 44 minutes. We were going to have fun with our good friend Erica L. Day. I make no apologies because we.
Yeah, no, Daniel's right. Erica, you should be in a kitchen in this segment. It's just
Scheer, I just realized why they've never let me come on the show when you're on.
By the way, but did you get paid from Scheer?
Of course I did, Mike. And if you don't know, Mike, we would all appreciate you shutting the hell up about it.
What do you mean?
Also, Erica, tell Mike what you're doing next week.
Oh my gosh, Mike. Just so everyone knows, in the chat, I know you guys have been looking for an opportunity to come to a WNBA game with me.
Oh, the takeover.
I know you guys have been looking for an opportunity for this. And I have just opportunity. But unfortunately, the tickets are almost sold out. So Jacob Franklin, if you're listening, and could please put the graphic up on.
No, that's Eric Ruby. Your fave.
Oh,
your BFF.
My fave. Yes, my BFF. Now, listen. Next Thursday, I believe the date is the 13th. Yes, June 13th, 7 p.m. And there's going to be a pregame party. You can get drinks and food with me. It's going to be a blast, but I'm also bringing my mini-me, Miss Brielle Scheer. Now, listen, if you've never met Brielle is just as excited as I am, which is really saying something.
Are you going, Scheer?
No.
No.
Are you going to be getting drunk?
No, it's an Erica Brielle thing. I wouldn't even impose on that.
All right.
They don't even want me there.
I do have a question though, and Aurora's not feeling left out, right?
No, she's excited that you're taking.
I just want to make sure that Aurora is not feeling left out.
I will not be up there, but I will be rooting for you, Erica L. Day. All right, now
and the Mercury. I know this is true.
And the Merc. Yeah, hey, is Kalina Copper still the best player in the league?
Kalia, but yes, she's been a little sick, but
said?
she's doing okay. No, it's not.
What did I say?
Well, can Leah?
No,
will you be able to get me Kelsey's phone number by any chance now that she's single?
No, I think that that one might be a little out of my reach for you, Scheer. Sorry to say.
Yeah. Well,
all right, Erica L. Day. Where can they find you doing your business, doing your stuff?
Listen, today, 6:00 on the PHNX Sports, we will be having the PHNX Mercury podcast. And if you're not following me on Twitter at Eric Lee Day and also the PHNX Mercury Twitter account, then you are in the wrong.
By the way, I believe you have the most followers of any person in the state covering women's basketball. Is this true?
At least collegiately, yes, sir.
Look at this. I'm just a proud father at this point. Remember the little people, Erica. Seriously.
Amazing.
I always will.
All right. Now, Scheer, are you going to hop into the chat with her? It's very funny.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, is your guy and Steven, right?
Yes.
Steven, is he going to have the chat comments open? So when
I will make sure before the show goes live that I ask him to make sure that he has the comments up. And also, just one last thing about the takeover. Listen, I've never met Steven in person. You guys are really going to miss out on me meeting Steven in real life. Actually, let me backtrack. Steven meeting me in real life for the very first time? No.
By the way,
should take
is Bob? You should go up there. You should see it. But is Kobe going up to this?
Kobe's gonna be out of town, unfortunately. He's just as sad as I am. He wants to see the Aces, you know.
Oh, who's the best player in the Aces?
Asia Wilson. She is the best player in the league. Period. End of story.
You just said it was Kalina Copper.
That's because she covers the Mercury. AJ Wilson is the best player in the league.
Period.
Yeah.
Point blank. All right. We did some very, very good work here. And again, Erica Elday will be coming on the show more often than not. Again, we got our 45 minutes of men's talk in. But again, we wanted to have some MNBA and WNBA talk sprinkled in throughout. We did a good job of this.
I think
great job.
By the way, Erica Elday, I've got to give you a lot of credit. Look at this. You, the viewers, have increased. Oh, Smelly.
Oh, you got a gray? Did you get a gray?
It's blue. It's blue.
That is
the blue is awesome. I'm not even gonna lie. And I just want to say that I have gotten a lot of compliments on the graphic on the shirt. Smelly Rain in Seattle is the biggest movement since back day.
You got to give NPOB a lot of credit on this. Do you follow NPOB on Twitter?
I believe so.
Okay, NPOB, that's his trademark. That's the man that made all of this, made this occur. By the way, NPOB, he used to be the biggest Twitter person in all of town. In 2015, he had 45,000 Twitter followers, and somehow he got his account. I don't know, probably some political stuff, but whatever. Either way, NPOB, the great NPOB, that is his trademark. But again, we are following Erica Elday. You look fantastic in this Scheer. You look remarkably good as well in this shirt.
Oh, thanks, honey.
What do you think that Erica Ruby? What do you think Eric Ruby would look like in one of these shirts?
Excellent, just as good as he looked like in the hat.
That's what we like to hear. All right, everybody, we will be back with you tomorrow. Scheer, you will be with us on Friday. This is correct.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Erica Elday, maybe you'll join us for the last 10 minutes.
You know, that could be a good day for me.
All right, we will see. But again, you guys out there, you are all fantastic. Cade, thanks for being nice this time. None of those little forky things. But for Erica Elday, get on at 6 o'clock. Make sure to tag me in that tweet. Do not forget this time.
Yeah, Cade, you better be in that show too.
All right, now for Erica Elday, Jason Scheer. Oh, Scheer, where can they follow you? Or where can they follow
Wildcat Scoop Podcast with Shelby, Wildcat Authority. We have a sale going on right now, 60% off annual. I got to put that up on the front page.
And let's be honest here. How much more impressive is the board now with a new moderator on there?
It's magical. I don't have to worry about anything. I put my life in your hands, Mike.
That's all I try to do. All right. For Erica Day, Jason Scheer, I am merely Mike Luke, the great Eric Ruby behind the scenes. You've been listening to the AZ Wildcats podcast.
We all silly like the mayor.